Hello there, welcome to my channel, New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Thank you for being here, and I see we have people in the chat already. So let's begin by saying hello to them. First of all, we have Jake, was very early, said hello. Jake from Nunya, Texas on the back 20. And Steve and Tina Jewell. Steve, I've sent you 2 emails, one after the live, my last live, and one this morning, my morning. It just said Steve Jewell. Now, I'm hoping that is you. So just let me know if you got them or not got them, because or else I'm sending them to some random person called Steve Jewell. So let's say hello to Jake and to Steve and Tina. So, good morning to you. Steve's done a link. He's an awesome moderator. Guys, you're lucky if you've got Steve as a moderator. That's a link for Nunya, Texas on the back 20. And if you're particularly an American and you like to chat a lot about what's going on, Jake's just done a video on that. He does other things as well, so always worth a look. But as I said to him, I like to hear it from people who live there rather than looking at news, because we know news doesn't tell the real story a lot of the time. So that's another reason I like to watch different YouTubers, to hear about the real things about what's happening and how it's affecting people in their countries. Oh, I got the email. Cool. Cool. Okay, today I've got a lot to catch up with you again. Wednesdays I tend to do a bit more of the catch-up chats with you, amongst other things. It's just a nice chill, relaxed one. I did post this morning one of my shorts. Funny. Goddess Ganjanana, your mum has come on. I was just going to talk about your comment on my short this morning. But first, let's say hello to you. So, yes, I was saying, I put a short up this morning and it shows my kitten, that we took the kitten to the vet. And Goddess was saying about, well, I don't think it's been spayed, because that isn't in the right place for a spay. So what happened to your kitten? So I did reply and I said, I'm just making a little video about it. But so it's up to date, I'm going to share it here. So it will go out on my channel further in time, but I've got another one about the kitten to come up before that. So I wanted to keep you up to date. So I will show that in a minute. So that will be one update there. Steve saying he got his solar panels on Monday, 7 kilowatt. Don't know anything about kilowatts because that's Mike's department. So I'll tell him what you've got. And while we're talking about Mike, he has put a video out today on his channel. Let me just pop his channel up for you. It's Olive Farm Retreat Cyprus. Now that is our property's name, Olive Farm Retreat. That's our property name. And I do tell you how Mike stole that name for his channel. Got his channel up and not running, but just put, when you start icon and everything, and he took the name Olive Farm Retreat Cyprus. So that's why he's got the name. He jumped in there first with that. And he's put a video up. From his videos are different to mine because he shows you a lot more of his sort of things he's doing around our property. So what he's done, because it's so hot here, 47 degrees Celsius, and he's explaining why. He only puts a video up when he's got something to share with you. He's not like me and does one all the time. So he just didn't want people to think he's not posting anything. So if you go on that, his latest video, you'll see that he's actually done a little roundup of what he's working on at the moment and why he stopped because of the heat. So he has different jobs running at the same time. Different reasons for that. Sometimes it's too hot, so it has to work in a shade area. Sometimes, like now, it's too hot for even that. Most of the things that we do here, we salvage stuff for it. So it's not a case of we're going to the DIY shop and buy things we need. So that kind of thing. We're waiting for things we can find that will do the job. But do have a look. Let me see if I can do the full link for his channel, because I do actually have my URL up, my Word doc up, because I was just linking some music underneath this live, because whenever I play you any videos, obviously I've got to link the music. So Mike's channel, we've got the new handle type link, and I've also got the original URL link. So that's Mike's channel if any of you want to go there. Okay, let me just see. Oh, we have Della Smalley, one of my, I was going to say oldest viewers. I don't mean that in age. I mean that as how long people have been watching for. So let's say hello to Della Smalley. And Della doesn't have a channel, Steve, so don't look for a link for Della, because I know you're great at doing that. Okay, let's. So, hello, Della. Let's see if I've missed any more chat. Goddess Ganjanana, your mama says, I hear you have power cuts too. I assume you're talking to Steve in Canada. Obviously, I don't have any power cuts because I'm totally off grid. Yay. We don't often know about when there's power cuts. So that's good. And I've talked before about our property, the other property that we're in the process of selling at the moment. We've got a buyer. Hopefully it's all going through at the moment, but I'll talk more about that again when it's all finished and done with. Oh, Cyprus has. Not that I know of. It might be random areas. Random areas like Paphos often gets power cuts because there's too many properties in one area, possibly that, but we don't have that. Certainly don't have many power cuts in Limassol area or Nicosia, so it's probably Paphos maybe, or the north. The north just cuts off people's water and all that, but that's nothing to do with Cyprus as such, as you know. It's not run by Cyprus. So yes, when we had the other property, and we had a phone call from, it comes under Larnaca, the other property, and we had a phone call from the municipality there, which is like the government of the region, and they said, we've sent a, what is it, like an insurance person down to your property. We're like, what? And they said, and they've already worked out that they can do it all for free, fixing it. And we're like, what are you talking about? This was several years ago. We're like, what are you talking about? They said, oh, there's a big power outage all over Cyprus because there was an explosion. Now, this turned out to be, they were storing certain things in containers that should have been disposed elsewhere, and they kind of dropped them off in Cyprus, and they'd overheated and exploded, and it was like a big bomb going off in that area, and that outed, because it was near the power station, it outed a huge area. And our property had apparently, I think it was the glass door had like shattered and broken. There was something else. There was nothing internal. Oh, there's an ant. Something else like that, small but whatever, and they just went, fixed it, and we didn't hear anything more about it. So that's amazing. So yeah, we don't hear of anything like that, but as I say, I think maybe Paphos they have issues. They have to pay a tax for like a graveyard plot. If you live in Paphos, you have to pay for a plot to be buried, and if you don't pay for it, you won't get buried there. You have to figure out something else. A graveyard tax. I think that's what they call it. Nowhere else in Cyprus does that. That's pretty random. They charge them all sorts of weird things that no one else pays, but it's quite a Britsy area, so who knows. Okay, so we're going to talk about the cat. I've talked about Mike's channel, saying his video. I'm just checking what else. We'll talk about the thumbnail in a minute as well. Well, let's talk about the thumbnail. That is a video that I think it's posted now, isn't it? Let me see. Yes, today. That was posted today. I'm always behind what I'm doing. So that's titled Frugal Build and Renovation of an Outbuilding Project, start to finish. And that was the thumbnail of that video. It's another project we've literally finished. We have several outbuildings and they all have many different uses. Some are finished, some are not, some are just used for workshop, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, and I did some DIY, that's in that, that's the end of that, and a bit of footage in the middle I help with. So if you want to see projects, I've gone back and shown you from the beginning what the what the outbuilding looked like when we first arrived here, and then obviously all the different things we've done to it, and we've got several uses for this little tiny outbuilding. So go and take a look at that. Let's see what else I've been posting on this channel. Let's see. So we've got coming up, the next video you're going to get on this channel is, I told you a YouTuber came here and asked to come here and film my land and my gardening and everything. I actually got a message from her today. It's Sammy from Small Urban Greens Homestead, and I have got a link to her channel under the video when it comes, so you can go there. She actually emailed me today, and part of the email said she's working on the video. She will be put up soon, but she's got so much footage. She said there's so much footage. I don't know if she's going to do it's 2 parts or just edit it down to 1 part. I don't know, but she is working on that. But until then, you have a little bit of footage of her and bits and pieces. But obviously, as I said, I didn't want to take away what she's filming on her channel, but obviously I wanted to show that she was here. So you'll have a little sneak peek, if you like, there. That's what's coming next. Prior to today's post, I did an unboxing of a kitchen gadget, and you will be seeing some things I make with that coming up soon. And then I showed you, prior to that, was damage from the huge fire in Cyprus that has destroyed a third of Cyprus. So there's that, and it's just another area not far from us. Show you it. Luckily, I'd filmed a drive from one village to the next previously, so I put that on to show you what it was like, and then I filmed it driving through after the fire, so you can really see the difference there. And someone asked when I filmed, because the fire was not far from us, and when I filmed that bit in the previous one, someone said, how come there's all these little green patches with what you can see is totally wiped out all around it? And that is because I live in a mountain region. We have helicopters, or our fire service, and they bring big buckets of water and they drop them over properties. Yes, your property may have water damage, but hey, you still have your possessions. You're supposed to keep some container that's waterproof in your house for your documents and that, or take them with you if there's a fire. So you should have things like that protected anyway, and they just do that. So you often see, if it's a small property and they've like dropped the buckets, and they're huge, they're not like little buckets, if they've dropped it, that often also saves some of your land nearby your house. So I don't know if it was in that video or the previous one, you'll see very green grapevine, like a vineyard next to her house, but it's all totally burnt out right round it. But there are obviously a lot of buildings that go as well. So we had that. And then I did one before that. Did you know you can eat all these leaves? So do have a look at that one. It's vegetables you may not know. In fact, I'll be very surprised if you know the whole video of leaves you can eat. So do tell me under that if there was any you didn't know, or things you grow and perhaps you didn't know you could eat the leaves. So there's that. And while we're talking about that, we just catch up with Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty channel. And on Friday, we will have a video on that channel. Let me put the link up to that. There may be some people there who don't know the link to my other channel. Oh, this is the welcome video on the other channel. So it will take you there, and it's a welcome video. So on Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, on Friday, I only post now on Fridays on that channel and do a live on that channel on the Friday. I'm posting Ghost Town horse trekking in my abandoned village. So that's quite a fun one. It's a very short video. And I've been posting more jigsaw puzzles, if you like, sort of time lapse or seeing a jigsaw puzzle from start to finish. There's a few of those recently. There's more videos of funny signs. I post those on this channel under the community post, but on Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, you've got whole videos of funny signs. And also there was a video posted recently, Frugal Craft Ideas, and that covers how to make a turkey feather blanket, how to make bamboo furniture, and how to make baskets from ash wood. So there are a few videos there. Okay, let's get on to the cat. So there has been 2 videos so far of the new kitten that arrived here, and the 2 videos show how the cat didn't want to come near us where it first came. It came here by itself. We didn't go and get a cat. It just arrived. It kept meowing from outside, but it didn't want you to go anywhere near it. The vet thinks it's about 4 to 6 months. It could be anywhere between 4 and 6 months. And obviously we needed to take the cat anyway to the vet to have its injections and to be spayed. What else did he do? Oh, he gives them, it's called Spot On, and they just rub something on the back of their necks. It really works, and that's flea and ticks. It stops. We also had a worm treatment. I think that's part of that as well, actually, is the worm treatment. The cat had an injection, and the vet told me, he calls it Pfeff. I can't remember what he called it, Pfeff or something. I said, I don't know what that is. And he said, like COVID for cats. So I'm assuming that's like cat flu. I don't know, but he said like COVID for cats. And he said, be aware, ginger cats or any cat with ginger in are more prone. And he's never heard of a ginger cat that survives it. So he said, do be aware that your cat could get that. Well, the cat doesn't really leave our compound. It chooses not to, and it won't go anywhere that way. It will go that way. So I said to Mike, do you think it came from that way and it's not going down that end of the garden? I don't know. So anyway, we took it to the vet, and Goddess Ganjanana, your mama, you were right. The short that I showed, you said, well, they can't be spayed because it's in completely the wrong place. So I said, I've made a video on it. So I'll share the video now, and then I'll come back and talk about it more and tell you how much it cost for everything the cat got done. And you will be surprised in a, wow, is that all? So let me share that with you now, and I'll come back and talk with you So somebody's about to go to the vet. Rosa.
Thinks it's being dumped. That's handy, Harry. How noisy. Yeah.
So that was her this morning. What a difference. Did bother me when she kept falling down. She ate that bit of food, then literally, well, she was still probably quite drugged, but she seemed quite with it when she was eating. That was like pretty bizarre. We've had all our cats done, the 2 boys and the 2 girls, and yeah, she was a bit scary yesterday. Oh, we've got a cat here. Mr. Colin Waffles, who is very concerned that the cat crate came out. We actually got it out a few days before. And I said to Mike, just leave it open in the patio area, which is where Tizer likes to play most of the time. And she did. She went in and had a look in there. So it wasn't like we were shoving her in this strange crate. Let me read your chat. Yeah, so you saw in that video, it was €120. So that was for the spaying, the spot on, which they put just on their neck. If you see discoloration anytime, particularly him, you'll see it. It looks like he's got something, a dye on his neck because he's white. They've all had it. So yeah, for Tizer, it was the spaying, the spot on, which is flea, tick and worming, the kitten injection. I think that's for like the cat flu or whatever, I'm not sure. Nails trimmed, and that was €120. And then we said we wanted the spot on for 3 cats, Mr. Colin Waffles, Kit, which is the grey and white fluffy cat, and that's a boy. Mr. Colin Waffles, obviously a boy. And Kit is the one who mothers Tizer, and then Pebbles, she got the thing. So the total with the other 3 cats spot on as well, and Tizer was €170. Now I know particularly in America you'd be like, I pay more than that just for one visit, for not a lot for an animal. Cyprus is very good like that, and they have to study for years. I think it's 5 years for the basics of a vet, because they have to learn to be a doctor first, and I think someone said 7 years in total for like to be highly qualified as a vet. So let me just see your chat. Ganja Nana says she's adorable, and I put she knows it. Steve said while I was playing the video, Rover was looking for the cat. While I was editing it this morning, Tizer came in really distressed, wanting to know who that cat was, meowing in stress. Well, it was you. It was you. Yes, if you go on Goddess's Shorts, you'll see Smokey. I did go on there today, Goddess, to see if there was any more shorts of Smokey. So you need to put more shorts up of Smokey. There was only the one I'd seen maybe 4 times now, because I do go on. Sometimes I tell you guys if I go on again to watch yours, but I looked today. There was no more Smokey. So let's have an update of Smokey. Goddess says, oh, I got you. Because she was commenting about, well, I don't think it's been spayed because it's wrong place. That's what they do now. Because when I looked in you leave the cage thing at the vets and then you've got it there when you pick them up. And I was looking in, I was like, they've done the wrong operation. Because obviously a different language here, even if people speak English or we speak Cypriot, you can say things wrong. And I was like, what have they done to my kitten? He's a great vet. I will highly endorse him if you're in Cyprus around. Well, you can go anywhere to a vet. It's Avdimou. So if you know Avdimou, that's where you want to go. I was like, what have they done? And you don't wait for an appointment. We just phoned up and said, when can we come and have the cat spayed? And he said, oh, no one's in. Bring her now. So that was really good. Yeah, so he said, yes, that's what we do now. It's let me know in your countries if you know if it's as it is now here. He said it's a fairly new thing that they decide now to go into from the side. And he said because there's not really good blood flow when they cut through like the stomach area, and also particularly cats, they climb up trees and want to do things. You can't stop them. So if you leave them out at night or they go off, they often split their stitches. They said it's a really good blood flow to going from the side. It heals quicker. And I think that's why she kept falling over. She wasn't just like she was drugged, still on the anaesthetic. She couldn't walk. So she wasn't that flopsy that a lot of animals do on anaesthetic. She physically couldn't walk. And I'm thinking, well, if they've come in from the side, that leg's got to be really numb, hasn't it? So, but she's fine now. That's why I wanted to film a bit this morning. And you could see she was sitting on my lap in the end. She jumped up onto my lap while I was having breakfast. So I think she's almost there. Oh, I did say to the vets, I'm a little concerned because Kit, the big fluffy grey and white one, I said he always cleans her like it's Kit's baby. And Kit is a boy. And I said, is that a problem? He said, no. If it was in the wild, anything would happen. So great price. It's very good price. It's an excellent price. I mean, that's spot on. If it was 170, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So it was €50 for the 3 other cats, spot on. So that's not cheap, but it's everything in one. Hey, Tyser's here. Come on, darling. Come on, darling. This is our first live appearance on a live. There she is. Yeah, and look, she pads all the time. But I did say in one video that she keeps patting on Kit, trying to get Kit's belly to try and get the milk out. Yes, you're fine now, aren't you? You're fine. Yes. Yes. So there she is. So that's catch up. As I say, I've got a video I haven't edited prior to that because I've decided with Tizer, the other 3 cats, I've got so much footage and photographs. I thought with Tizer, as soon as I get pictures and footage, I'm going to make it into a video. Then I haven't got a computer full of loads of stuff of the cats. It's all gone on the video. It's all been edited. And that's what I'm trying to do with Tizer. So all my footage will be saved. So, yeah. You're noisy. Yeah. Nothing wrong with you now, is there? No. Don't want you climbing trees yet, though, okay? It's a bit too soon for that. Okay? Yes. Well, that's all she wants now. And when she first came, she won't come near us. Yes. Can I put you down? I'll put her down, but unfortunately she'll probably jump up again, which I'm trying to stop. There we go. I'll tuck myself right in under the desk. Yes. Steve's done a link for Goddess Ganja Nana, your mama. Mama J, hello to you. Thank you for being here. Let's say a special hello to you. So there's Mama J there. If you want to know about the cat, you might have to run this back a little bit. What's happened with the cat? All good. She has a lot to say. She does now for sure. So yeah, she just turned up one day and she hasn't gone. And as I say, Kit adores her. Kit absolutely adores her. Pretty much as Kit and Mr. Colin Waffles are always together. So if you see those 2 together, they are like glue. Okay, what else have we been doing? Oh, charity. I've been giving away a lot of stuff, sorting out to charity. I have got a whole bag of shoes. Now here, I think a lot of countries do it. You can take them to charity shops, but most charity shops don't want stuff because they're full. And what they have here are like the great big refuse bins, with the slidey lids, those kind of things. But they have drawers that open up And some say clothes, some say shoes. What else do they take? It's not recycling, it is for charities. So they use the stuff as is. There's something else. Oh, belts, bags. Some are multiple. You have to be able to read Greek to see which one's in what, because they're not just this one is for this. Some charities want all sorts. Some only want certain things. For example, the shoes, you have to keep them as a pair. You can't just throw shoes in randomly. Mama J says, I like visiting your channel. Oh, bless you. How kind. Those little comments really, really get my heart. Thank you for that. Goddess says, my kitten keeps biting me. Tizer does try to nip you. So I can only cuddle her when I'm paying attention to her because we don't want that. So we do a little on her nose, just like this, and put her down. And then she knows if the fingers... She's up again. If the finger comes up towards her nose, she now knows, it's going, not hard, just like a little tap, like a little sign. Yeah, I'm sure you'd rather watch the cat than me. She's always padding, making beds. You're always padding, yes. I can still just about see your comments. What was I saying? Oh, charity, yeah. So I've got there a whole bag of shoes. I've already taken shoes and now I've sorted out. I've gone through all my winter shoes now. And after I broke my foot, I have trouble with some like winter shoes. I do have trouble getting my foot in some shoes. It's like my foot's wider since I broke my foot. So I've gone through all my winter shoes before winter, cleared out all that because I keep my summer ones separate in the wardrobe to my winter ones. So I thought, let's go through those. Loads of clothes gone through. They've gone in another one. I've already done a big load of those. I've done all the... Did you just nibble me there? What have you got on your face? You got all fluff. Where have you been? Big cobweb. Where did you just go? So I did all the summer clothes. So they've all gone to charity. Still making biscuits. She certainly is. That's all she really does. Or meows and climbs up on here. And now I'm sorting out winter clothes. I've done the winter shoes ready to go in this thing. What I'm doing with the winter clothes is there's some very expensive clothes, like really big, thick winter coats and that. First of all, I'm going to take them to the shop that I did a video on. Are you biting? You're going down. I did a video how I make money, and there's this clothes shop. It's new and secondhand, and I took some stuff there. And you can only take the season stuff there. So I took those there and made some money on that. I don't know how much yet. I'll tell you when I go there. And I'm going to take the winter coats and expensive stuff there first. And then mine's not so affectionate. Yeah, but it's constant now. Yes, you couldn't do any of this yesterday, could you? No. She's making up for time. So yeah, I'm going to take the winter coats and the expensive stuff there first. And then I said to her, if it doesn't sell, she says you have to come and collect, or tell her to give it to charity. Or then anything like the summer stuff, I took some there. And I said, if it doesn't sell, put it in your charity box over there. So a bit of both, a little bit of making money and a little bit of charity, a big bit of charity. So that's what I did there. And I'm going to talk, I think next Wednesday's live, I'm going to talk a bit more about recycling, reuse, how we live, salvaging, that kind of thing. So do look next week. I will be talking about that. And come with your tips and ideas. If you've got any good ideas for reusing stuff, I've got some ideas to make another video of doing things for nothing, clever ideas, making gadgets from nothing, that kind of thing. So I'm going to be doing that next Wednesday. As I come off of this live, I always put on the next one, so it will be coming up sort of thing. So you always see what the next one's going to be, or else I forget to go and like put it up on YouTube. So as soon as I come off one, I put the next week's one up. So Monday's one coming is up there already. I can't remember what we've got. I have to write a board or else I forget. Oh, going to talk about gardening in September on my Monday live, what you can be planting in September and things you should be doing in your garden in September. So that's what we're going to talk about on my live, same time as this one, but on Monday. Friday, on my other channel, which is linked further up, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, I'm going to do a whole video on cats. Lots of cats at the cat sanctuary, and my cats, it's just going to be full of cats on Friday. That's an earlier time or later, depending on what part of the country you're from. So check out Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, and that will be the live on Friday. So I'm going to disappear because this one wants to play. As you saw in that video, I've got some little toys for her and she absolutely loves them. Oh, here, I must say, you get like a pet, not passport. It's, I assume you get these in most countries now. It's like a cat's record book. So it's like a record book of your cat or dog. And let's see, I haven't even looked in this one. This is different to the one we've got for Pebbles. Characteristics of the animal. Onoma, name. Oh, he said, what he called it, Tizer. He did write it in. Date of birth. Well, we don't know. He said between 4 and 6 months. So he put 2nd of the 2nd, 2025. That's interesting. Female, took us a while to get near enough to her to see. Breed, DSH. He said, because I said, what is she? And he said, we just say domestic Cyprus cat. Colour. Can't even work out what he's written there. Huey. And then that's all he's written. But you can also add distinguishing marks, big scar. That should go. So maybe I'll keep tabs on that and show you. Pedigree, owner, address, telephone, veterinarian, address and telephone number. Photo. Oh, maybe you can use this as a passport as well. Maybe you can use it as a passport as well. This is the inside page. I would say this is your passport as well. It doesn't say passport. It says international record of health and vaccination. So maybe this is your passport as well. And then here, you won't be able to read it, but this is the seasons. This is the seasons in Greek. And I guess this is so you can see that you've wormed them, I'm guessing. You've wormed them because that's definitely the seasons. Winter, fall, autumn, summer, spring. So that, what else is there? This, they have to put the actual sticker of the packet that they've used. So no one can just fill it in fake. That's the vaccinations. And then the stamp, that's the vet stamp. So the vet stamps it and signs it. I think that's probably all that's in this one. No, this thing's in the back. Oh, he's done here. What's this? Treatment. So he's done combo treatment and meal vera. Oh, I think that's the what you call it, like what kittens can get. I've got a feeling it's that. I think that's it. No, something else is filled in here. This is surgeries. Oh, there we go. Spay. So he's filled that in as well. We'd have been busy. So spaying, any tests they have to read that. Certificate of health. And then physical condition. Temperature of your animal should be between this and this. Breath rate, pulse rate, adult age, female 6 to 9 months. All round, what's that? Don't know. Pregnancy duration, 58 to 63 days. Oh, that side's dogs. This is cats. 56 days is how long a cat's pregnant for. Did you know that? What's her weight? He hasn't done that. In fact, I didn't even see a place. Did I read weight? I don't remember even reading weight. There doesn't seem to be a place. You would think that would be on there somewhere, wouldn't you? I didn't even see that. That would be something. Oh, is this weight? Weight and height. It's just a chart to show you where they should be with weight and height. So I guess he just thinks they're normal. There is nowhere. No, that was a good question. No, there's no one there with weight. Let me look at Pebbles one, because we were at a different vet with Pebbles. That's Pebbles one. This is Book of Health. This is a different one for Pebbles. Someone asked me how old is Pebbles? We got her in 2005, and she was more than a kitten. So she is extremely, extremely old. She's a tortoiseshell one. So we got her in 2005, and she was a big cat. She wasn't like a kitten. There we go, 2005, tortoiseshell cat, female, European short hair. Is there weight on this? No, this one's actually got a place for microchip number. That's not in that one. Tattoo, well, that's distinguishing marks in Greek. Date of the microchip implant. Owner, address, postcode. What's this one? Just like this must have been the spaying. This must have, because there's just one date there. So that must have been her spaying. Spaying certificate. Yeah, treatment. So it's the same as Tyzer's had. Just treatment. And this again is the flea tick, whatever else, worming. So, no, this one doesn't have weight either. Oh, it's something written here. What's this? Blood tests, infectious diseases, medications or surgical procedures. Yes, just confirming. And it says about the tie wound or something. So that's just more about the injection. It just goes into a bit more detail. This has got page for weight. Several pages, date and weight. That one's got it, date and weight. And they didn't bother weighing her then either. So she's never been weighed. I guess a vet would just look at a cat, know approximately the size and age of it, and then just give the right amount of dosage. So either Tyzer was very prone to the knockout drug, the anaesthetic, or maybe she got a little bit more. But I'm wondering now, as I said, is it because they cut in the side and physically then that leg was numb and poor Tyzer couldn't stand up? She had her feet in the bowl, although she eats like that anyway, and she was just sort of hanging on to the bowl. But after that, she was like, you saw the picture. It was quite scary. Let's see. Well, wait, let's go back where I'm up to. Still making biscuits. Goddess Ganjanana, your mama says, is it her dinner time? No, it's 6:30 at night here, and she had her dinner at 4:00. I thought after she got wormed, she would be so needy for food, but no. Is it dinner time? That's the only time Smokey comes to me. Oh, that's sad. But Smokey likes his tower. Ganjanana's got a lovely cat tower. What's her weight? Yeah, don't know. Steve says our Rover is always after a snack. Are you talking about wants my Tizer? Yes. Wants Tizer. Smokey always gets weighed. Yeah, I thought that was quite a thing. Unless, as I say, he just weighed her and didn't write it down. I don't know. I do think that's strange. You're right. He's 3.6 kilograms. 4.5 months, almost 5 months. No, sorry, he's 5 months, 10 days. 5 months, 10 days. So he's quite small, quite sweet. It's hard to gauge their sizes when you see them on screen, isn't it? That's when you see Mr. Colin Waffles and Kit next to Tizer. Tizer looks quite biddy. But my friend who helps out volunteers at the cat sanctuary, she takes kittens home that have to be hand reared and then takes them back. And she's got two, I'm not joking, they're this size. They are like little tiny, tiny things. And I came back, I thought, Tizer's a giant. Smokey prefers the window ledge. Our other cat that we lost, Fossil, now she was 16 years, but a lot more when she died. Yeah, she was more than 16 when she died. But she was skinny like Tizer. They seem to be showing their bones. She used to go anywhere high. The highest point she would go. Oh, so saying that, I heard a noise at the top of the window. I was in the sun lounge doing some cross stitch, and I'm facing the side door, the door out into where you saw Tizer roll the ball out the door. So I'm facing that way. And I suddenly heard something quite at the top of the window there. And nothing could come in because it's got like mosquito net on it. And I thought, well, maybe there's a bird at the very top, like the roof, trying to get in, because I often try and get in under your roof. And I thought, well, maybe that's a bird flapping around there trying to get in. And I looked, and this is before the operation, Tizer was up the top outside of the mosquito net. And she leaps so far across from one place to another, like you would never believe a cat could go that far. So I think she's taken after Fossil. We used to call Fossil the ninja cat. So I said, we'll call her Tizer the acrobatic cat. She just leaps. I don't think she's got any idea. But you have got a video coming up where Kit gets stuck in a tree. Now, he's not the sort of cat that does that. He goes up and down without thinking of consequences. But when he went up, the whole branch that he pushed and jumped quite up, he was up quite high, and he was on this big branch, and he pushed and jumped higher because he doesn't climb. He just jumps up from branch to branch. And as he jumped, that whole branch came down, because we'd just been having really bad gusty storms. So I didn't know it's far up the tree. So then he didn't have a way to come back down. So the video is him stuck up the tree, and we'd not long had Tizer, and Tizer hadn't climbed trees, and Tizer goes about this far up, maybe a bit more, hanging there crying because Kit can't get down. So you'll have the video of that coming soon and what happened. I couldn't get up there. You couldn't even got up there with a tall ladder, like these extra long ones. You'll see how high up Kit was in the video. So you will see that coming up. Oh dear. So yeah, that's my video of Tizer and the update. As I say, I wanted to do that now because it's happened now. Occasionally I'll throw something in the live if it's relevant or I talk about things, but then you might get a video later on of it. So I wanted that out there. As I say, there will be another video of Tizer in between what I've just shown you, and I want to keep them in date order. So there is another one coming up of Tizer soon, and that will be video 3 already of Tizer. So the one you've just seen will be video 4, because as I say, I've collected footage. I don't want to keep any footage because when I film it all shakes and I have to put it through a stabilizer on my editing so you can actually see it. And I have had some issues lately even holding the phone. So today I actually got this out, but just holding it with the phone in. Is it the same for all you guys? If you put your phone in something like this, you have to put it off balance. You have to put it further one way because or else it keeps turning your phone off. So you can't put it in the middle. You have to put it to one side or it presses the button, the on off. And then this is awkward because I'm having trouble. So you'll see a lot of footage, particularly if I'm talking the one I film of Sammy coming here. You got lots of fingers over it because I couldn't think what she was saying and think of an answer and concentrate on physically holding the phone. So I've got this out for now, but it's very heavy for me. I can't hold things very well. I do have another option, it's like a tripod, like a small mini tripod thing that you can change into a handle. We'll try this first. So do bear with the videos coming up. I'm having a lot of trouble holding the phone. Forgive the fingers. So I think I will finish there today. I've got to go water the garden. It's a bit early, but I want to do it and then relax for the evening. It's 6:30 at night. I want to do that, go and water. I've got to do the hugelkultur beds. I did the rest this morning. It's too much all in one go. So hugelkultur beds tonight. It's been extremely hot again today. And then I might go and do some physio in the pool. Yes, because I've been sitting editing that film for you today and doing all my catching up with emails and stuff. So thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to those who have dropped in. I really appreciate your time. As I always say, there are so many channels on YouTube. Not only do watch mine, but you choose to actually spend particularly a whole video or a whole live with me. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. So we'll finish now. And as always, Meraki.